Okay, so I may as well just get started. So, hello for everybody watching now and watching the repeat. So tonight's training, I will just be talking about. I've got a planner that we've done up a draft for that you guys can start using for your business. But we've also got we thought we'd go through just how to prioritize some planning for your days when you want to work on Arbonne. So a lot of people that have young kids that have started doing Arbonne because they simply want to work from home and be more with their kids, then it can be a little bit hard to find the right time. So for me, myself, I do shift work. So the time always differs when I'm going to work on my business. So I'm just going to share my screen and first of all, will start off with this monthly planner. So at the beginning of each month, so generally on the first of each month, we sit down and do this business planner. So this is just an example of what I've done with my goals. So obviously your name, your team name, and then your website. So I just pop in my Arbonne link, and this is just easy, accessible document that if you want to post your link on any website page or anything like that, then you can just go back to this page. You don't have to go on the website and search for it. It's right here. It's very accessible. And then I think someone, and then what you do is you write your team's name, and that's okay if you don't have anybody to put here at this point in time. It's just giving you that drive to add names to this. So for me, myself, I've got two independent consultants under me that are absolutely amazing in this business. Stella is only just starting out and she just loves the products. So these two girls that I've got working with me are around my age and they've just got the same interests that I do. So to build your team, you want to kind of come up with a little flow chart of who out of your friends group, out of your family, out of your it might be like close network, like friends of friends that you've met and you might click with. Who do you think might be ideal that you would like to work with? And for me, these two girls are top of my priorities. So these two girls have said yes to the business. So to build your team, it's just like-minded people, men or women that want to join this business. And simply these two girls that I've got to join my team, they have just reached out because they love the product. So I have just asked them, would you like to start earning by sharing these products? You're already using them. You may as well share your love for them as well. So that's a little bit about team building, but we'll touch on that a little bit further in another training night on how to build your team. So then you go for your vision. So this is going to be completely different. Mine is going to be different to yours, and yours is going to be different to everyone in your team, and that is okay. And if they're very similar, that's okay as well. So my vision is to build a team and help empower them to live the lives that they've always dreamt of. So then I also want to, once I get to that stage and my business is booming, I want to be able to reward those team members. So Kenny and I were talking about it the other day when I was home, like taking them out for cocktails or going on a weekend away. Like that's the things that we really want to do with our teams and just celebrate all the achievements. So my third thing, I just want to be an inspirational leader. I want to be that person that someone can come to for their business and know no matter what time of the day or night it is, that I'm going to be there to help them. So that is my vision. So you can get a bit of an idea. And to be honest, I could probably think of a lot more things in my vision, but that was just very quick, easy for me when I was doing up this template for the training tonight. So if you have a couple of like you might start off with like a branch here and a branch there. Think of it like a bit of a tree. So once you get your topic holders, I guess, so like empower, how do I want to empower my team? Well, then branch off that again. Well, I want them to live their best lives, or I want them to feel empowered themselves. So you can always go into it a little bit further in depth. And then we go on to my why. And so my why is just to simply live a comfortable and affordable life. So that obviously with the living crisis at the moment, everything is going up in price, and that is something I don't want to have to check my bank account every time I go shopping. So that is my why. Obviously, when I have kids or get married, this is going to change a lot. It'll be revolved around that. But for now, it is just live comfortably and afford the things that I want to live with. Um, so that's your why. So everybody, when you start this business, like we talked about with the Strong Start program last week, there's always a section that says my why, like why am I doing this? What has driven me to start Arbonne? And I think it's really great to just every month write down your why, because you'll be surprised. When I first started this business, my why wasn't what it is now. So just to go back and reflect each month and just say, okay, what's changed in the last month? What do I want to do for my why now? And if you want to keep it the exact same, like mine stays the same for most months, then that is completely fine. Just know your why. And then we go on. So you've got your monthly goals. So I kind of want you guys to pick a minimum of 4 goals. Um, it doesn't have to be 4 goals. If you can only think of 1 or 2, that is completely fine. But when you've been in this business for a little while, you should definitely be able to come up with 4 goals. So my goals is just very simple. So to hit brick, enroll 3 new PCs or ICs and get my bonus of $140. If I then go on, like I could elaborate and say, hit my 5,000 QV, enroll 4 new PCs on ICs and get my district manager bonus. But for now, I'm just keeping it very simple so it doesn't overwhelm me. And then goal 2, sell 5 to 10 Green Gut Glow bundles. That is kind of just like a basic month for me, my goal. So just to keep that 5 to 10 Green Gut Glow bundles, like making sure you're reaching out to your clients that are constantly purchasing like everything that they're purchasing every month. It might be, I have regulars that purchase a glow bundle, so that's why it's there. Just to make sure I'm not only looking after my gut health, but I'm also like I'm promoting the Green Gut Glow bundle for what it is. So I just want to be able to help 5 to 10 people each month. And that goal pretty much stays the same every month. And that's fine. Goal 3, host at least 2 Discover Arbonnes online or in person. So this for me, for this goal last month, I don't think I even did one last month. So that is okay. Like if you don't achieve that goal, that is completely fine. But at least you've got a drive to know where you want to go for that month. And then, where are we? Oops. So then with these goals, we branch out to goal 4. So I don't know, just maintaining posting daily socials. So I always like I'm really good at posting my Green Gut Glow most mornings, but then some mornings, especially when I'm a morning shift starting at 7, you get up. I don't want to get up any earlier than I have to. So posting daily is just one on there just to keep me accountable. And that's okay. So anything that you can write on your goals to keep you accountable for your business as well, by all means do it. It's kind of like an easy goal to think of, but it's something that you're like, yes, I'm achieving this each month. Like you feel good about yourself. And that's exactly what we want. So then the next page is micro steps to achieving your goals. Pardon me. So you go on and you write out all your goals, and I'm not going to go through all of these, but you go through and write out all your goals. And then this is where you have like your main heading and you branch off underneath that. So for the hit 2,500 QV and enroll 3 new PCs or ICs to get my independent consultant bonus, it's just constant follow-ups with current, old, and new clients, which is the main thing with this business is just follow-ups. And then daily posting, well, then that's another goal, but I've used that for branching out underneath goal 1. I have started doing a product of the week, and this is just something extra to show on my socials So I think 2 weeks ago I did that new lip balm that come out, the plumping lip balm. And it was just, hey, this is my favorite product of the week, and just change it up each week. So instead of doing like the Green Gut Glow bundle as product of the week, use just one of the products like the Skin Elixir or the greens, and then you've got more to post throughout the next coming weeks. And then you could also put like a little subtitle down the bottom saying like, this is part of a set, inquire below or whatever. So just kind of being smart and proactive. And I have actually sat down and smashed out 4 or 5 products of the weeks. It only takes about 5 minutes. And then I've saved them on my phone. So I don't have to think of a product every week. It's just being smart, using your time proactively. And then messenger events. This is just a general messenger event that you guys would have all been a part of. For those of you who are new and you haven't done a messenger event yet, reach out and I can give you some more, or reach out to your upline and we can give you some more information about messenger events and how to host them. They're just a great way of getting a group of people together without having to be face to face and sharing the products. They're really great for hitting your QB as well, because it sparks interest in clients that have been watching your socials, and they're like, you just reach out, ask them if they want to be a part of it. And if they do, you just add them to a Facebook group chat and then done. It's as easy as that. Post some specials and then it's good. And then my last dot point is for us each week. So this is where I said about building your team, and you think of those people that you would like to work with. And don't feel disheartened if they say no, because a lot of the independent consultants that have started and have been in this business for a long time, they actually said no to start with. So don't feel disheartened if they already use the products and they said no. Just leave them in mind for maybe a couple of months later. Just reach out again and say, hey, how are you going? I know you said no last time, but is this something you would look into? So my 4 asks is just 4 different people each week that I have listed down as a team. And it doesn't matter if you don't get out those 4 asks, at least 1 or 2, and that's fine. That is completely fine, because especially when you're starting out, you're just starting to get your network of who uses the products, who likes what. And also, these are people you're meeting for the first time as well. So you don't necessarily know their social situation. So that's completely fine. If you want to just do, like, for example, 1 ask each week just to put something out there, that's completely fine. And then you just go through and do that for the rest of your goals. And then this is where I've been really slack, is my goal tracker. So this is mainly for when you've done something with your business and you've sat down and you've worked a little window for your business. What have you achieved in that time? Like, have you gone out and done the asks, or have you done any follow-ups? So, what you put the date down that you've done it, you then put what's working well, and then you go, what do I need to do to improve? And you might not have anything to put down on what do I need to improve on, and that's fine, that's great. It's just sometimes, like for me, myself, so a client reached out and joined. So for example, one of mine is client reached out to join team when processing her order. And I think for me, for that month, I was so scared to ask her. Like, I knew she'd really like the product, but I was so scared to ask her. And I was like, I don't even know why I was scared to ask. Like, she's the nicest person. And for what I need to improve on, I've just put there, like, not being afraid to ask, because I think I just need to keep reminding myself that it's okay if they say no. So this is just basics. It doesn't have to go in depth. It's just quickly what's working well, what have you done for the day, and then what do I need to improve on? And then you just have 1 page for each goal. And then at the end of the month, this is what I really like about this template, is it's a revision of goals at the end of the month. So what has been working well, you put in the first section, and then what do you feel that you could improve on in the second section? And these are just, you go back through your lists up here, the goal trackers, and you just nut out like, okay, what have I been really working at and hitting hard for my goals this month? You put that down for working well. So it's not like you really have to go and think of new dot points to put down. You can use what you've already got. And it just helps you at the end of the month go back and be like, hey, on this date, I actually did that. Like, good on me. I thought I hadn't done any follow-ups or asks. So that is what I like about this spreadsheet. The revision of the goals at the end of the month, like that's probably my favorite part of this whole template spreadsheet. So with those, I'll post in our group chat as well the link for the template without all my writing on it. So that is just a quick, easy business planner that you can go through each month. And then another thing I quickly wanted to touch over for this tonight's training is a planner, because it can sometimes be super overwhelming during the day to wake up and be like, where the hell am I going to fit? Like, there's all these posts from other Arbonne consultants saying, this is how many hours we've got left in the day. But when you actually wake up in your day and you start doing your chores and getting to your events and things, you kind of like, where is that time? And you kind of lose track of time. And that's okay. Everyone does it. But for this daily planner, I've just done up for those who do shift work like myself, 6 a.m. till 8 a.m. And then that kind of covered my night shift. So it kind of just works out for anyone. So you don't, when you look at this planner, if you want to use it, don't look at the times and be like, oh my God, like, do I have to fill every single hour? No, you don't. So this is the example that I have done up for myself. So this is back on the 17th of September. So worked a PM shift. So this is what my day looked like and how I fitted in Arbonne for that day before going to work. So 7 a.m. I just did a gym session. 8 a.m. I just had breakfast and self-care, that is completely fine to put on there. Schedule out self-care, because if you don't, you probably won't look after yourself as good as you should. 9 a.m. meal prep, 10 a.m. business call, 11, that's when I sat down and did my follow-ups at 11 o'clock. So this is just an hour that I've slotted out to do follow-ups. And if I didn't take up that hour doing follow-ups, then that's when I would go on and do like my Canva posts for the products of the week, or then I would go on and maybe watch a training that I'd missed. So I like to use the hour blocks because I might not fill the hour. It might only take me 15 minutes to send messages and do my follow-ups. But at least for that rest of the hour, I'm being proactive and doing things Arbonne based. And you might even just have Arbonne as the heading. And then 12, lunch and prep for work. And then obviously I went to work at 1 o'clock. And then as you can see, I've got a lot of blank space. That's the time that I was at work. You don't have to write. Work for 10 hours. Like, that's fine. But this is just an example of what my day looked like and how I managed to fit in an hour, 2 hours actually, of Arbonne. And for those with kids and after like school, daycare, all that kind of jazz, appointments, postnatal, all that stuff, this is kind of a great way to look at your day and be like, okay, what have I got on? I might only be able to do 20 minutes of Arbonne that day, but at least it's something. And you might work out like, I've actually got more time than I think. And that's when I looked at this planner for my PM shift, I was like, I actually have a lot of time in the morning. If I wake up at a decent hour, I have a lot of time. So there's always enough time in the day. And I think that's one big thing as well. If you don't get to it, or you don't use the daily planner, and you miss your hour of business opportunity, don't feel bad, because everyone's life gets away from them at some stages. So if you have at least done 2 hours for within a 2 to 4 day period, then be proud of yourself, because that's 2 hours that somebody else probably hasn't spent on their business. And then once you start getting used to spending like an hour 2 hours on your business. It might even just be half an hour. You start to just sit down, and when you're sitting down and watching the telly, you're like, oh, I might just quickly put a little Canva post together. So kind of look at how much time you sit down watching Netflix or just having a bit of downtime. It's actually, when I look back at mine, it accumulates a lot over a week. So even just half an hour to 2 hours, block out of your day and see how you go with that. Even just start with half an hour, and you'll actually be surprised with how much you can achieve in half an hour. So that is the daily planner. So I will go through and I'll put these in the group chat, post the links for these. But that is basically tonight's training, just going over the business planner and then the daily planner. And it's not to overwhelm you at all, because when I started, there was so many people saying, like, they're posting on their social medias, like, this is all the things I've got to do today. Where do I fit in my business? This is how. And that's kind of what's driven me to do this training tonight, because definitely at the start, when you start your own business, it can be very daunting, and some people find they can spend too much time where they're sitting there twiddling their thumbs and not knowing what else they could do. And then some people can sit there for hours and on end and just continue to come up with new ideas. So this is not to overwhelm you at all. It's just to help you if you're having difficulty, like I was when I first started, just to find time for Arbonne. And I think, yeah, definitely doing like these daily planners, it definitely helps. And later on, I'll do like a weekly planner for the ones that just want to break it down for a week. And we'll go over that. But I thought today we'll just run over the business planner and the daily planner. And yeah, that's a nice quick little training. I'm just going to stop share there.
My
Okay.
hair looks very red. I know that's irrelevant, but it looks very red. It's actually pink. But anyway, I love all of that. The other thing that I do at the moment, so I'm doing another course for something else, and they've asked me to do something hourly, and I set alerts on my phone. And one of the things I wanted to do outside of all of that was like chair Pilates or chair yoga, like 15 minutes a day. Surely I can do 15 minutes a day. So I've set the alarm for 12:15 every day. So whatever I'm doing, I've got to stop, and I have a very much a desk job. I've got to stop and I've got to go and do my 15 minutes of chair yoga.
Yeah.
Now, I can't do it necessarily every day. If I'm doing a shoot, I can't do it. But it's incredible how finding a system that works, and I'm a list girl. I am a list girl. I like those lists. And I like either making lists or setting alerts or finding something that works for you. But you're so right. Like everyone has time in the day if they can just sit back and have a look. The other thing that you can do in probably Canva somewhere is just plan your week with your social media. Like you're not really sure what you're going to do for the week. You can say, well, Monday is going to be my product of the week. Tuesday is going to be something I've achieved today. Wednesday is going to be whatever. Like plan out the whole week. Then you don't have to think of it.
Yeah.
Like, what Tuesday again? Oh, yeah, that's just that. And I've already pre-prepared it. So spending an hour on the social media side of things on a Monday morning, for example, this is what I'm going to post for the week. I'll get into Canva, make my post. They're all sitting on the phone. It's all planned out. You don't actually have to think about it for the rest of the week, except to do the follow-ups and all that kind of stuff. So a little bit of what is the planning, preparation, and something or other, the three Ps? I don't know what they are.
I can't even think of what the third one is, though.
Oh, it'll come to me later about 3 in the morning, I swear to God. But yeah, I've just come back from Horsham and I'm really, really keen. I'm probably going to get on tomorrow morning and order the green sticks. Oh, I think all my dreams have just come true because I actually love the greens, but making that up has been proven to be quite difficult. Whereas if I can just do a sachet and a fizz stick in the morning, I'm good to go. Like that's going to
Exactly
be so
right.
easy. So,
Yeah.
I'm not big on jumping on social media myself. I mean, I've got this great big pimple right there at the moment. I have menopause acne. Are we still recording?
I'll stop you.
Sorry, everyone. Um, but yeah, it's a because I have menopause acne and my hair's not always gorgeous. I don't always get on social media like Candy. I love what Candy does every day, but Candy's beautiful. Let's be honest. It's much easier. I got
Oh,
lettuce in my tea. Sorry. But yeah, it's for me to sit down and work out what I'm going to do for the week. It's not always my face because I've got a plan. When I'm washing my hair, that's when I can put my
yeah.
face.
Yes, and that's exactly right. Like, I think planning is just very essential, especially when you need to do your hair wash days, or if you might have an event planned or something. Like, yeah, you definitely need to sort of plan to work out what you're going to do and not feel overwhelmed that you haven't done what you need to do.
But even planning, I'm even just thinking now, even planning, okay, so today was shower day, shower day, every day shower day. Today was wash hair day. So if I had have planned this better, I would have had a shower, say, at 11 o'clock this morning and then done a video for Arbonne and then gotten on with my day. Now I can save that video on my phone and post it whenever I want.
Yeah,
But to me, like I do a Friday TikTok dance on one of my other pages. Well, I don't think I very often actually do the TikTok dance on a Friday. I pre-record it
yeah,
after I've washed my hair.
yeah, and that is
And then
so
I post it on.
proactive.
So
Yeah,
it's just like sitting down on a Monday morning and planning, all right, well, I'm going to be washing my hair on Thursday. So Thursday will be my video day. So on Tuesday, I'll do this, Friday, blah, blah, blah. It's amazing what a little bit of planning can actually help take away that stress. What am I going to post? Because you don't have to put a product up every day. You can just put up something real. Like
yeah,
Candy sits in her car and talks about, what kind of a day she's had while she's waiting for the kids to go from school. Like this, it
yeah.
doesn't have to be Arbonne every day, but yeah, I love the planning and preparation. Look at my kitchen bench. I'll just move my chair. I can't see the kitchen bench.